Welcome back to Bendigo East Bowling Club for our first final of the 2025 Bowls Victoria State Championships. This afternoon, we've got the men's fours final for you here with Geelong Bowls Regions representatives from Ocean Grove coming up against the Mornington Peninsula combination with 3 players from Rosebud Beach and 1 from Balnarring. My name's Glenn Seditis, and I've got the pleasure this afternoon of being joined by Troy Stafford. Welcome.
Hello, Glenn. How are you, mate?
I'm very well.
I'm excited for the first final. It's all first 2 days have gone extremely well, but this is what we're here for, our finals.
Of course. The winners of this event qualifying through to Nationals, which will be played later on in the year, along with the main thing, the title.
Yes, the title's what you want. You know, state to get a state title, nobody can ever take that away from you. And then the opportunity to play against the other states and territories in the Australian Championships is very exciting.
Absolutely. Now, of course, we saw this Ocean Grove combination in game 1 of our stream yesterday against the Murray Mallee combination. They scraped through that one with a 14-12 win. They then went to the quarterfinals and played the Strzelecki rink from Traralgon, skipped by James Scullen, won that 24-9. And in a game that was tighter than the score ended up indicating, pulled off an 18-7 win over the Northern Gateway combination of Moonee Valley Boys, skipped by Nathan Lynch. This Peninsula combination got here via a 15-14 win over Ian Bringbookham's Ovens and Murray rink in the round of 16. A 16-9 win over Eastern Rangers' Ben Thomason and Ringwood led rink in the quarters. And a 12-9 win over West Coast's Damien Riches in the semi-final.
That semi was super tight. It was 2 the difference with 2 to play. And they were down on the head. And Paul TWYEROULD, who affectionately known as Trouty and is much easier to say Trouty, played a great shot to put them 2 up last end, and then they managed to get 1 on the final end to make their way through to a final. So we, as you've said, we have seen this Ocean Grove quartet, and in that opening stream game, it was Craig Rippon who led an absolute treat. But on this occasion, we see first end Joe Turner leading up for Mornington Peninsula, just getting the spoils with his last bowl, as Mickey West just travelling past. And of course, those who remember Mickey in the first one, his bowls turn a mile. So Steve Lyon with his second bowl. I'm going to assume he doesn't barrack for the Lions and then he barracks for the Bulldogs with those XG AFL Bulldog bowls. Alan Drury with pretty good weight, just cutting the head. Very good weight, actually. Frank KRSLOVIC with his opening bowl of the match. Yeah, not a bad attempt. You do see in that back sort of from probably 4 metres from the ditch, it is just that tiny bit lighter in colour, which may see bowls just run on a little further towards last 2 metres to the 2 metre mark and then another 2 metres to the ditch. But particularly from 4 metres out to the 2 metre mark, I think it's just that little bit quicker. Frank nailing his line with the first. I think he's underplayed his line with this one. Not quite up either. As the skips go to the mat, it will be Brad Pavey up first, and then Paul TWYEROULD. Welcome, of course, to all our viewers tuning in on Facebook and on YouTube.
A few comments in there about the graphic on the screen at the moment. We are trying to get that fixed as we speak. We'll get that sorted for you as quickly as we can.
Oh, he just needed that to hold to the jack.
Looks a good line here, just a matter of whether it's going to get down in time or not.
He's got enough weight. Yeah. He's a very, very experienced player, and he's not unfamiliar to State Champs Week and State Champ Finals, having won both State Singles and Champer Champs. It wouldn't be a lot of people have done that double. He did the stuff. apologies if you cannot hear us. If you can, please let us know. We're just been told there's a couple of tech issues going on. But yeah, if you can hear us, let us know. And if you can't hear us, you won't know that we're asking you to tell you. What a great shot from Steve. Mornington Peninsula boys having started well. Clayton just saying I've hit the mute button. Wouldn't be on myself. I must add enough of you already, Glenn. Wayne telling us we can hear.
I won't be muting you until you start disagreeing me on short calls, and then I'll just go, no, I've nailed this one.
All right, so later this end, that'll be me done.
Something like that. Yeah, if you're saying that we've got that back now. Josh just working on getting Facebook up and running for us at the moment too.
Look at that line of bowls, Glenn. There's no target there. Holding to the Mornington Peninsula guys, and all that really the Geelong boys have is a draw shot at this moment in time, as that one is another one in good line. Alan just wanting to come and have a better look at this.
Playing with fantastic line, but it does mean that someone's going to have to be weight perfect to take that shot away.
Yeah, I think if they can get second shot here, they'd be happy. With no target and only, 2 or 3 inches to draw the shot, if you can cut that second shot out and maybe give yourself something to play to as well.
Even a wing bowl to use.
Yeah. Jack high or just in front. Don't think that's going to be the one.
Caught on that. KRSLOVIC just heading to the mat at the moment. Playing that backhand side. Has the jack high bowl now to beat. Has sliced that jack. Not the result he would have wanted. Has opened up a nice draw shot now on that forehand side. And with that, Alan Drury is in a good area, just picks the hole. A few things strange since you've been asking the players to clear from the camera, Troy.
Yeah, some of them are not used to it, and the response was we're trying, and that's all good. We understand it is a final, and it's pretty easy to get caught up in the moment.
Yeah. Being in positions that they're not necessarily accustomed to, watching ahead. But in the meantime,
Frankie's bowl, was it, that just clipped the jack?
Yeah, Alan Drury framed it with a jack high bowl there, and Frank would have been trying to sit it, but just played underneath, sliced the jack and moved it into some space. For Alan's second bowl, he managed to pick that hole between the
yes, right,
the Bulldogs bowl and the jack. But there is a nice track there for Brad Pavey to try and draw the shot. graphic fixed up now for you all as well.
It's always nicer when you can see the jack, as opposed to drawing to a jack that's hidden up. How fast is this going to get down? It's a super effort. That's a
Most
great
players
shot.
would have probably gone to, or elected to play that underneath the Navy bowl.
Just goes to
to
show.
back the weight control to go around it.
Yeah, and it shows how well these greens are turning. Okay, we're going to see some aggressive weight here. Land the bowl, get the jack right back.
Of course, Frank Krislovic's bowl that did slice the jack is about 2.5, 3 feet from the ditch. That is the deepest bowl on the rink. If the jack were to move.
Close to this bowl. Can he get it without the jack?
Oh, it's a bad result for them.
Terrible result for the Mornington Peninsula boys. That's unpleasant.
Of course, that yellow bowl belonging to Alan Drury.
Two,
at least two.
Room for Brad to draw another.
I'm thinking it could also be 3 with Mick West's white bowl there. It'll be
Yeah,
up and down on that.
That was my original thought, but I just went on our paddler Sue Howe's call, and she indicated 2.
Plenty of space for Brad Pavey to add a third, though.
Yeah, she may have indicated 2 in a measure, and I looked away. I'm not certain. Just needs this to run. Not going to.
Very typical off-centre jack problems out near the peg, an area where players aren't necessarily walking up and down all the time.
It was 3. Just an unlucky result for Trouty there.
It was a bit of an interesting call in terms of hand there as well. He chose to play that forehand where that risk of playing it through the jack existed. One of those age-old rules that you talk about when playing weight is to drive away from trouble or to drive away from the risk. And
yeah,
had he played that backhand side, could have still sat that bowl through and avoided the chance of.
Yeah, they probably just looked at if he got the jack in the guts, then take it back, and I think they may have had a couple. Now, we mentioned both of these skips not being unfamiliar to finals, but 2 of this Ocean Grove team in Craig Rippon and Mickey West have won this before, only for a matter of 4 years ago. So they're well and truly been here before.
I know a few of these players with busy weeks as well. Brad Pavey also backing up in the state pairs finals. He's playing that with Peter Lowe. And Frankie Krislovic, he's won the Mornington Peninsula mixed pairs title with Anne-Marie Ryan. So a few busy schedules there.
Doesn't want to turn that in.
Just playing that same pace twice there. Looks to be a good track.
Looks to be a good pace too. That all equals good bowl.
Generally does if you put those 2 things together.
Yeah, and especially when you don't sit jack high. That's an excellent bowl from Joe.
It's opened up that backhand now, though. That first bowl of Craig Rippon's looking far better in a catching position with the trail on.
It is. It's been a good opening few ends by Joe.
Hardest shot in the book, though, to trail it when you don't reach.
And as you see, that Mickey West bowl just runs away. want to do any damage to this.
But if he can change it first. Oh,
That's a
just
good shot.
sliding under. Yeah, and very nice home.
Important for Mick to get something close to 3 down.
Needs about 4 feet of weight on his last.
And a little bit of grass.
He certainly added the grass. That's about where it needs to be coming from. Just needs the full journey to get up there.
It's going to cut it to 1. I think. Yeah, done his job. Second shot, very, very important.
Steve Lyon not needing to change a lot here, though, was perilously close to the jack last time. A little touch of movement will turn it straight back into the 4 or 3 shots. Could be all 4 if he moves it the right way.
Yeah, 2 goodies from Steve. Yeah, and that's past the shot bowl too, so it's not one that you can come off and get shot out of it.
Will help frame the head that little bit nicer, though. 2 bowls to look at there. Land either one and good things are happening.
Yeah, it's a good one to beat, isn't it, that second shot? Just drifting past, but he gave it a chance.
I really like that weight for that kind of shot.
Yeah, it's that what I describe giving it a chance sort of weight. Confident draw.
Frank dropping in here. It will be a 3rd shot.
Yeah, well played, Frank.
Has created a bit of a target.
And we're going to see big weight.
All 3 can go.
Yes, and they'd be happy if the jack moved somewhere else too. Might get
far
1.
away here.
I think he's going to get 1. Yeah, cuts 1 out.
Cuts 1 out, but has it just cleared out of play or not?
No, it doesn't. Not really, because it was always the one that if you got it, nothing else was going to go.
Oh, I'm just wondering whether it's inbounds or not with where it's finished there. It's on the peg to the left of screen. And if the jack's going to go anywhere, it could be an important bowl with where it's finished.
It could, but it won't change the shot that the Geelong boys elect to play. Perfect weight from Frank again.
Faye just asking what other games are being played on this green. It's the start of the men's singles competition being played there.
I think we're going to see big weight from Brad. Here we go. Plays these shots well. Not on this occasion. We saw him play some really important runners in the opening match against Murray Malley that really made the difference in the end. We will get some scores to you at the completion of this end.
Of course, those scores available for everyone at home to track in 2 places. One of them, the Bowls Links results portal. You can find that through the website or the Bowls Now app. Brad Pavey playing with weight again. Looks closer than his last. Gets one of them, flicks the jack on the way through. It moves forward off the blue bowl of Joe Turner. One shot to the Mornington Peninsula combination. And Paul TWYEROULD's got about 2.5 feet to try and add a second and square this game back up. Just run by. And it'll be 1 to the Peninsula combination.
Considering where they were in that end, Geelong, 1 down's not a bad result. So, some scores for you. On the other green, we have our women's pairs semi-finals, where Olivia Cartwright is 5-1 up over Debbie Lowe after 3. And Peter Maddy's 3-0 up on Stephanie Hunt after 2. And then, as Glenn mentioned, we've got 4 of the men's singles on this green and 4 on the other green. So I will go into those scores and give you some scores there. So Cam Keenan, 13-10 up over Stephen Broad. Peter Oram, 12-5 up against Tony Chavello. As we see another great opening bowl from Joe. He started well. Brad Foote, 7-4 up on Tom Ristic. Nathan Lynch, 8-1 up on Jeff France. Brett Marnie, 9-4 up on Nathan Cook. Tyson Cromie, 8-3 up against Ron Barron. Will Collarhole, 13-4 up on Glenn Scott. And Greg Podesta and Brad Lancaster, 5-all.
Of course, those games a little bit further in than this fours matchup. The fours players all had a semi-final this morning before getting here, so the singles were able to get underway. No time limits at state championships, as we want to see the games played to the best of their ability, choose the best possible winner under no guise of time pressure. Of course, these state championships supported by the City of Greater Bendigo.
Yeah, good sit, good result there.
And our stream being brought to you by our partners, Dandenong Club and Moama, always on board, helping us share these games with you at home.
The thing I love about those 4 leaders bowls, they're all in play. They're all in the game, you know, within a couple of feet, all online pretty well.
And they're really good team play bowls as well. You're allowing the seconds to just dob them on and play jack. The seconds aren't having to get position or otherwise because they're all just past the jack.
Yeah, that one was well weighted. It's a real travesty, Glenn, this morning. Just absolute blue sky, and now I can see some whiskey cloud. It's just not on from Bendigo.
Some whiskey or wispy?
Well, maybe I was a little distracted with something else. We'll go with wispy on this occasion.
You've got a lime and soda on mine, do you?
Yeah, maybe.
Or lime and dry.
Dry and lime. Good combination. Change of hands for Steve. Bang on line. Again, in a handy catching position.
Good head to play to for both sides still.
Yeah, can both play with confidence. Knowing Mickey's bowl, it's going to cut right away. Didn't quite have the pace.
West, our super tipster.
Loves it.
Absolutely loves it. Regular on the other side of the stream, jumping in the comments. I'll be very surprised if we see him jump on and chuck a comment in here at the moment.
He's a little busy.
It would be funny, though.
It would.
Frank just falling 3 feet or so shy there. 2.5 feet, 3. I like that call from Brad Pavey. He's going to have Alan playing the opposite hand to where Mick West just came. Can turn that white bowl over. Or just slide underneath. Sit inside the white Picard Picasso bowl with the colour splotches through it to add another.
We had people yesterday calling them cow bowls.
Fair enough. I can see the logic there. That's the pace that he was called for.
We had Dalmatian bowl, someone called them, and cow bowl. I said maybe it's a Dalmatian when it's a good boy, and it's a cow bowl when it's no good.
While I was down there grabbing the notes on what everyone was using before the game, he's going, oh, he's using the what? What are they? The Pocahontas? No. Picasso bowls. He was trying to figure out the actual name for them.
I like cow bowl. Brad just trying to will this one to turn. It's not going to.
Just added a touch of pace on his last. Probably was a slightly better line. Not that he needed to correct his line by a lot.
So 10 of those 12 bowls are within a foot of the centre line. There's only those 2 on the bottom right of screen that have missed their line. So that's a good sign early in this game. The earlier you find your line, the more you can then start focusing on weight.
Not only that, but with that many bowls on good lines, if you're playing good lines too, and you do happen to be a couple of feet overweight, you'll generally have something to land on to help apply the handbrake to you if you do overplay things. Paul just underneath that line.
Finishing, there's 2 lines. They're either on the centre line or the other line. Gives Brad a bit of a guide.
After seeing Alan miss on the wide side of that white bowl twice, I would like to see him get nice and close to that front green. It's there white on the way in. It's about the area it needs to be coming from.
He's tighter than Alan's.
And has played the pace that he
missed
wants
that and
to.
sit the back one. Well
That is
played.
brilliant.
Excellent shot. Makes it 2 and harder for Trouty. Gonna go big. Just taking his time. Getting his grip right.
It's a very interesting running shot looking at him on the mat.
Oh, not a bad effort. It's one of those ones where you'd love it to be a 2-bowl target and not a 1, and you probably would have got it.
Yeah. Well, next time that we see like that from Paul, I would recommend you have a look at him on the mat, Troy. The feet are doing quite a lot there.
Okay.
A few reshuffles and adjustments on his positioning on the mat before pulling the trigger.
Well, you know who else does a lot of that? Very good player, Ben Twist. He's quite twitchy like that, and his drives are as good as most.
Oh, it wasn't. It stood out because it wasn't so much a rocking 2 and 4 as it was a full positioning change of his feet.
Yeah, right. Okay. So the boys from Geelong just getting a reset in. It's important just to refocus.
Yeah, they've played 4 of the 15 ends here, so maybe that would have been a plan beforehand. Let's have a chat a quarter of the way through either way, regardless of how this game is going.
Mickey West wandering up. I'm going to guess he's left his phone to do the live scoring. Yes. He's either doing live scoring or he's going to put a comment in the chat.
Oh, please. Watching from Bendigo East Bowls Club, Rig 6.
He's going to update the score as he goes.
He's a good boy.
He's a man of the people. Yeah, good opener from Craig. Excellent toucher. Well played.
Good draw shots always work. Very happy if my lead's doing that.
Joe's been good in this game, though. He's done it again. That is sensational. And another toucher. He's best on for the Mornington Peninsula crew at the moment.
I would certainly agree with that.
Well, get down enough. Two good bowls.
And gave himself a chance with that weight. Joe looking to repeat the dose.
Doesn't want to move the jack. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. He played it all right, but just didn't want to cross the line.
It'll be one shot to Ocean Grove now.
Nice little shot here for Mickey West too.
Yeah.
Draw
Tuck
himself
it
a
into
toucher.
those. Can make a very good 3. Mick West has just been struggling to reach in this direction. It's a couple of times now where his first bowl's been that 6-ish plus feet short. A beautiful line. Two options for Steve Lyon here, playing this backhand side. Can turn the Navy bowls in, can get to the white.
Here it comes. It's got the outside white. Yeah, it's very useful. Another bowl in the head.
Nice shot still there for Mick West though. Trail at 15 inches, make 3.
Over corrected. Always better to miss pass than short though, of course.
Yeah, in the game there.
Looks similar to his last one.
Got the better weight.
Can he get his own over? Yes, he can. Played it well. Still that opportunity to tuck that jack in.
Yes.
Or rest on that shot bowl.
What it's done is it's also made Mick West's last bowl look better. There is a backhand shot if they so choose to just run the jack.
This is very close. I think he's got a bit of the jack, not quite, but he's landed the shot bowl and
Thought he was going to turtle back there.
yeah, look at the lean it's on. It wants to.
Can someone jump?
It's a little bit stubborn, that bowl.
Just a touch. Now, Frank's been asked to play that forehand side and sit the yellow. He could get incredibly unlucky here and poke the jack through the hole for an ugly 3 down.
He's played it on a disciplined line, though. He was asked to beat the yellow or just split those bowls, and he's done it pretty well.
Brad Pavey saying that he thinks they're just down.
If he plays exactly the same bowl, they will not be down again. No, not happy with that one. Under the line. Trouty was talking about changing him over to the backhand to turn the bowls up, but he's just having a rethink. Looking for them to go a foot. He's played a completely different shot.
Doesn't want to get that jack through. Has done.
I wonder if there was a miscommunication there, because I'm sure Trouty was asking Frank to play backhand.
He was, but Frank had initially indicated that I think I prefer the forehand with how it sits.
But I don't think there was a communication to confirm any of that.
No, it was very much how far do we need to move those blues. They need to go this far. And then he went back to what he had initially seen and thought was the go.
I find that interesting.
Yes, it's one of those where you'd probably recommend that the third comes up, has a closer look at it, dissects the head a bit closer, and then goes back and plays something that they're really confident with.
The most important combination in a fours game is that third and skip combination. They need to know each other's strengths. They need to know how to communicate with each other. So if the third doesn't necessarily like the shot that the skip's called, they need to have some sort of an agreement as to what happens there. Does the third go up and have a look at the head? Does the third have the confidence and just back the skip anyway? You know, they need to have that understanding. These two have played plenty of bowls together, so I'm sure they've got something there, but I'm just not certain on exactly.
It's two things. It's understanding and it's trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I'm not sure I see the shot you want to play quite as much as the one that you want to go with, but I know that if you're seeing it and believing it and backing you can play it, then go ahead and do it. Because while we may differ on exactly what we see here, at the end of the day, it's about execution.
That one's going under. Make a few if he can land that bulldog bolt.
Yeah, his own up, if he's a little on the tight side, would be all right as well. Brad's bowl sitting currently 2.5 feet short of the jack. Has that searching weight about it.
Oh, Trouty's just in the way.
And has turned the whites up and over through the jack.
Couple, I think. One indicated by Sue Howes. So didn't quite get as good as a result as he would have liked.
Good sportsmanship there. Brad Pavey holding the bowl for his opposition skip. It's been one of the great things about these first couple of days of state championships. While it is cutthroat, knockout, do or die games, they have been played in great spirit so far. Paul TWYEROULD looking to just drift in under the bulldog bowl. Had wonderful pace. Just a little on the wide side. And it's another 1-2. The Ocean Grove combination.
I'll give you an update on the other games going on. Women's pairs. The Bendigo Campaspe girls, skipped by Olivia Cartwright. 8-1 up after 5 against the Wimmera women. Debbie Lowe skipping that one. And the Ovens and Murray pair, skipped by Peter Matties, 5-0 up against Stephanie Hunt from West Coast after 4. And in men's singles, we have Cam Keenan 21-10 up against Stephen Broad. Peter Oram 15-6 up against Tony Chavallo. Brad Foote 13-5 up against Tommy Ristic. Nathan Lynch 12-4 up against Jeff France. Nathan Cook and Brett Marnie 10-all. Tyson Cromie 13 up against Ron Barron. Will Collarhole 16-10 up against Glenn Scott. And Brad Lancaster 8-5 up on Greg Podesta. Afternoon to you, Brendan. And Dale watching from Bali. I'm a little jealous with that. The weather's pretty good here, but it's not Bali.
I mean, he is complaining. He's saying he's sweating bullets there, so...
Yeah, well, that's human nature. We always find something to complain about.
When bowls turn too much, they don't turn enough. They're too heavy, they're too light. It's not user error, it's them. Backhand draw. The call for Mick West here. Just running by. While it is only very subtle, I think the current breeze here may be doing more than we think. Had Bailey Randall on commentary yesterday. He said it was about a half a second difference each way when the common breeze pushes through. And we have noted early in this game that the heads going back towards the clubhouse have generally had more bowls past the jack. The ones going away from the clubhouse, a few more short bowls, a bit more traffic to navigate.
Great shot from Steve Lyon there.
Good twos play. It's probably the first time throughout the game that we've seen Joe not put one of his two within that mat length area.
Yeah, he's been doing his job, that's for sure.
So to go, well, mate, I've got you covered. You can miss. I'm here to support you. I'm here to back you up. Let's play team bowls.
Yeah, it's always the second's most important job is when the leader misses. And he didn't miss by much, he just wasn't on the jack. He's got one on. That's what they would say is good leading, one on, one behind, but it's also good seconding.
Yeah. Going back through the history books, the greatest to ever do it, Glenn Basisto, said the first heat player he ever chose was his two. He was skipping. I need the all-rounder. I need you to be able to draw shots when you're under pressure and your lead fails. I need you to be able to play positions. Once in a while, I'll need you to rip a bowl out or change your head.
Need to be fortunate, and he wasn't. Yeah, Robbie Perella was the same. I just believe with the two that it's the most important in terms of weight. If you miss, it's too early in the head. You need to be missing in good areas so that it gives confidence to the back end players. Drawing another shot there, but just making that look a little more pleasant.
Yeah. It's in that category of a good bad bowl. Target now.
Not with that one.
2 feet wide. Can sit either bowl or trailer jack through there with catches in place. Whereas previously, the one bowl target wasn't all that pretty to look at from an Ocean Grove perspective.
He'd like to tuck this jack in if he could. going to count.
Might have the weight to move it.
It's in the count, though.
Has
It'll be
widened
4.
that target even further. Just pick your weight and swing through it all, surely.
That is 4.
Contact on any of those bowls reduces. You can play it with 2 feet of weight. You can play it with ditch weight. It doesn't matter what he plays. Just that there is contact.
Get on the big runner. He's going to get something.
Jack moves through, makes 2 out of it.
1 and the jack.
If we can get a replay of this one, which we have done. 1 bowl through the jack, runs down to the Bulldogs bowl of Steve Lyon, but then bounces back towards the white cow bowl, as you're calling it.
And his own.
RIPPON follows through himself for 2.
Pavey and the cow.
Now, 2 possible options here for Paul TWYEROULD. Cold draw or 18 inches or so past the jack, maybe 2 feet, is the Navy bowl of Joe Turner. If he can get that jack springing down there from the angle that we're looking at in the commentary box, I'm not sure the jack will fully clear. But springing it into space would give him an option with the last.
Oh, he's close too. This is 2 big bowls by the skips.
It's sprung
He's
the
shot
other
it
way.
sideways.
Forwards.
Might still be 2 down. We'll see if our paddler will give us an indication.
Jams on the white bowl and trickles back out the front.
No indication. Oh, here we go.
Just signalling which of the bowls is the nearest 4.
Yeah, that's what I thought still.
Peninsula.
Couple to Geelong.
Brad Pavey doesn't like it.
Bit of a stamp of the foot. He'll see that as a missed opportunity to count there.
Well, and just to tighten the screws. Realistically, there's a mat length of space there to draw the shot. That's more than enough room for Paul TWYEROULD, given the talent, given the skill on the draw that he has. Hardest thing for Paul here is going to be reverting from that swinging weight back to draw pace.
Needs to keep running.
It's a couple bowls now that we've seen drawing off centre there that just have not quite reached or turned down.
One conceded. Measuring now for the second. Brad confidence 2. He's put 2 on the board. And 2 is correct. Takes him out to an 8-2 lead after 6 ends.
What a fantastic day here at Bendigo East Bowling Club, Troy.
Absolutely perfect.
Slight puff of breeze. Nice and blue skies. Very quiet here at the moment as well. Most of the noise coming from this rink. Of course, singles games underway. Never too much noise in those. It's just peaceful.
Beautiful weight. Don't forget your entries for novice and over 60 state carnivals. And both going to be fantastic events.
Looks a good bowl here.
Yeah, he's corrected the line and he's played the same weight. Yep, that's a ripper. A ripper from Craig Rippon. Corrected reasonably well. Just shy, but looks to be second shot. Forcing Mickey West onto the backhand.
It's the best first bowl he's played in this direction in a few ends. Had to
Except-
wait to reach that line at that time.
Yeah, he had the good weight, but unfortunately the tight line has meant he's turned that Mornington Peninsula bowl up. It's now a good second.
This looks a high line, but going to finish in a decent home. Mick West now able to either play the lights out draw, or if he does just sneak under the jack, turn that blue bowl that he just promoted again. He's just not going to have the weight in this direction again. Paul TWYEROULD calling Steve Lyon to play around that last bowl of Mick West's. Sit on the bowl, sit on the jack. He's done the first bit right, but I'm not sure he's going to reach.
No, just an overcorrection in weight. Looking to turn Mickey West's or around it and get something past. All four bowls are there's a jack high or short. He's certainly passed a little further than he wanted, and ideally would have preferred him to stay wide of the centre line.
Saying that if he halves the distance through with his next, I have a funny feeling that a few good things could be happening.
Close to the
Frank.
jack here, Frank, but there. Oh,
Sliced it and made one.
he's done enough.
He's played 10 feet of weight, but managed to tickle it just enough that it's hung around.
So it is 3 seconds. There is a shot on the backhand. Probably more chance that you're going to get the jack as well, but they do have a back bowl. You can't quite see it, but it's at the bottom right, just below the screen, just behind where Paul TWYEROULD is standing. There it is, right there. With 3 seconds, it's worth playing. It's on the way.
Looks a good line. Needs to clear the front white.
Oh, he's
Opens
opened
it
it up.
up.
It's made it better. Gives them 2 bowls past as well. Still gives them 3 seconds.
Frank needing to change this.
Certainly needs to get him another bowl in the head. he's around that, he's very good. Yeah, that's excellent.
Might have just
Couldn't have played that much better.
The only thing with it is Brad Pavey has a nice little shot now where he can spring that bowl of Franks through the jack. Gets it moving 2 feet towards the right of screen, and there's 3 catches.
I think he'll go bigger than that.
Ocean Grove stickers on him waiting.
I think he's going to go big. Plays sort of iconic runner.
It is only a 1 bowl, 1 jack target.
I've got the back one. Here he goes. Got one. 1.5. And the half didn't go far enough. Disappointed with the result, as you would be when you're that close.
That's where I thought a little bit more of a deft weight might have been better, where they did look locked together like that.
It was more reward for it, but it was a tougher shot. When greens are turning as much as they are, sometimes you got to play to the elements, and the bigger weight was just a little easier. And you also got to play to your own skill set, and he plays those runners well.
This is true.
It does give Paul plenty of room to draw another. Going to finish up the front as well.
2 seconds for the Ocean Grove boys. It'll be an interesting decision as to whether he goes again or not. Now, Ocean Grove have got the deepest bowl on the rink, out to the right of the screen. And they've got the widest bowl of the rink on the left-hand side. But the middle area, the yellow and green bowl and the navy bowl on the tee, are both away, which is realistically where the jack would most likely head. So we'd be hoping for bowl clean.
So chasing over to the backhand, running for the bowl or the jack. Can he hold for the jack? Not quite.
Paul TWYEROULD with nearly 2.5 feet to add a second.
And at 8,
closer to 3 feet.
Yeah, at 8-2 down, when you've got nearly a metre of room, absolutely crucial that he draws another shot here.
Is that little foot shuffle that he does?
Must count. He's not going to get too many opportunities to draw within a metre to count. And unfortunately for the Mornington Peninsula boys, he hasn't done it. So it will just be a 1. Makes it 8-3 after 7.
Having a huddle, reassess. Obviously, the Ocean Grove boys had won 4 of the 5 previous end and started playing with a rhythm. Got into their happy place and kept winning off it.
Good to see you tuning in, Paul, from Barham, getting ready for Edinburgh Shield. Yeah, there's a bit of that going on this weekend. And then, of course, Barham being our host venue for our over 60s state carnival at the end of May. Get your entries in.
So we've seen a change in mat position here from the Peninsula boys. Jumping up to the top of the line. Still playing a fairly similar length to what we've seen from the Ocean Grove boys, just moving mat up and jack deeper.
Joe takes a very, very small step. It's been effective though. Has he got the jack here? He's gobbled it. That's what you want to do if you're going to get it. Go with it.
I'm glad I just held off there. I nearly made a turkey noise when you said he's gobbled it.
Yeah, big turkey.
Turned off monkey brain.
Just going to cut away.
He'll be disappointed with that after nailing it with the first. Added a full 2 yards, and he's only hanging on to the green by a couple of feet. Craig Rippon here wasn't too far from contact with his last. In a good line, it will be a head-building bowl.
Yeah, very good home.
Looks like more value that hand if I can sit one of those whites. Yeah, 2 feet behind. Yeah.
Paul TWYEROULD giving Steve the choice. He says it looks more valuable on the backhand if I can sit either of those whites. Of course, he gets to either of those, he'll cover and go close to counting. Just carrying a touch too much pace, I think. He's just going to run by. I would favourite still just the one.
Yeah, handy though.
Quest will be playing the backhand. Can sit the blue bowl underneath that currently holds shot, or if he trails the jack down the line, make a couple. Looks a good line to get down to that jack, but not going to have the weight. He's just been struggling to reach in this game. It's consistently been with his first bowl. His second one he's corrected well. That's a much better bowl there from Steve LYON. Nice guide around Mick West. Has likely done enough for 2.
I think we're going to see a change of hands here.
Do you change hands or do you just back yourself to add the weight? Play underneath, sit the bowl, trail the jack.
He'd have to play a lot of weight with his to go under that. Yep, change of hands. Looking to get a bowl in the head. Played this well. Just about drawn the shot here. What a shot. Gives himself the hat lifter. Drops his glasses. He can do it all, this bloke. He probably put a comment in the chat too about it.
I wasn't sure I loved that call before he's played it, but when you execute like that, what does it matter? I thought playing that backhand side could clear his own out of the way and open that hand up. Sit either of the 2-shot bowls, get Jack moving. They had position behind, but if you're going to draw them like that on the forehand, what does it matter?
My opinion was too early to run in this head. They had nothing close. He didn't have to get the shot. Obviously, it was great that he did, but build the head for people coming past. And the other thing is that his bowls turn so much that it wasn't conducive. He'd have to play big weight at that.
Of course, using a Greenmaster Premier is Mick West.
And that one allows Alan Drury that licence to, you know, he doesn't have to get the shot. He can try and cover that last bowl of Franks.
Yeah, a few different things to cover there as well. If the jack gets right the way through, you can see just down next to the Dandenong Club logo that there is a blue bowl there. Just moved away from that shot.
Josh likes to do that to us.
But there is a funnel that the jack can get through to 3 Peninsula bowls. So the yellow and green of Frank, the red-topped Bulldog bowl of Steve, and the navy bowl that he's drawing to at the moment.
He's played it well.
That's exactly where he wanted to break that up. Reduce the chance of numbers. Paul having a good look to decide what shot he wants Frank playing.
Yeah, big discussions going on here.
I'm thinking that they're probably going to play that backhand from the way that they looked at it and shaped it up and see if they can pluck that bowl out clean. They've got the next three if they can take the edge of it.
Yep,
and
I
run
like
away.
it.
If the jack does splash through, they've got the nearest just behind, and they've got the deepest if it goes all the way through.
Yeah, plenty to gain here. Swing up on the backhand.
He's going to turn underneath, I get the feeling.
Oh, any action through that one? No, he's just rocked it down. He's sort of closed that shot up a little bit, unfortunately. Just a terrible result. Would have been better if it hadn't touched it at all.
Alan Drury just trying to draw another now.
He draws around. He's just about going to count.
Oh, what a bowl.
Excellent shot.
All class. And it means that there's not the value in that shot to just remove the white that there was previously.
But the piece of it you need and the piece that you can see, you probably get back and get that one anyway. So I don't think it's going to change Trouty's shot. Guts that front bowl. They do have the next three. I think
Even
they're
if
still
he
going to play it.
plays nice and close to that front white and swings under for jack clean, can run the jack in the pit for a couple if he goes with it.
Yep. All those are options. Reaching on the backhand. Taking his time.
Frank gave it the early call.
Got the yellow.
Certainly changed the makeup of things at the back. Yellow has popped the bowl of Frank's right down to the deepest near the ditch. If Jack was to go in the pit now, it would be 2 or 3. Interesting decision for Brad here to see whether he wants to leave it like that and cover or change something.
I think he's going to try and draw another shot. Just got to miss that Bulldogs bowl. He's going around the back's not a bad thing either.
Yeah, again, that's the risk through there of away bowls.
Not a big target here for Paul. So we have seen one singles match finish. That was Cam Keenan representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields, securing his place in tomorrow morning's quarter-final.
Up or down, John? How far behind is he? One ball behind Jack Hyde.
Taking his time. Looking for something similar. He's tighter than his first, needs to hold. Oh, that's 2 bowls that have rocked that shot. It's got nothing pleasant through it.
Brad Pavey trying to play a perfect draw now here to add the second. Just needs to skirt around the outside of Steve Lyon's red, white and blue bowl.
Not going to get back.
Played the safe line around it. It will be another one to the Geelong region combination. And with that, Troy, got a double change happening in this commentary booth. And we will welcome in Sam Rogers and the one and only Josh Thornton.
You're a funny man, Joshua, and you know it. Oh, would you like the writer reply? There you go. Welcome.
Sammy, how am I funny?
Good to be back.
It's good.
And he just,
Oh, Rippo. Bang, straight on.
well, he played pretty well yesterday.
So I've watched this match, Sammy, from the side.
I have not, so you can fill me in.
Well, Rippo, and I argue Rippo and Westy have actually battled. And then Westy's played off
Really?
an amazing shot last in to get their shot.
Just
and
saw
then,
the end result.
Yeah.
Eric and Trouty was sort of either side of the last one.
But Alan Drury's played some good bowls in this match, and obviously Brad Pavey's played some good bowls.
Watched a fair bit of the semi-final. I thought Paddles was very, very, very good.
That's what I heard.
It was a strange last old second end. At that point, it still could have gone either way. Mooneyvale actually holding one on the crossover through, what are they, 4 down, 3 down on the card with 2 to play. And yeah, a bit of a strange old finish.
I did see that end. I'll tell you who's nearly been the POG on this green, but it's Joe Turner. He has been leading amazing.
I've seen Joey around a little bit. I reckon Joey might come up every year for the Glenroy Australia Day trip.
Oh, really?
These 2 boys.
I've played against
Frankie
him
and Trouty.
sides before.
Always in the money. Mr. West, some area here. Oh, look at this go. That's turned a mile.
It's turning more than it was this
Time
morning.
yesterday?
Or even this morning, Sammy.
Is that as wide as it was yesterday?
Nah, no way. You're going to give us some score updates across the green, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I will shortly after this end. Just got to gather my bearings.
Do you want me to do, say, ladies' pairs? I monitor that one and you keep doing the men's singles?
Women's pairs semi-final time. Last time I checked, though, it was one-sided, but still
Time.
in the balance.
Yeah, time.
US with a change of hand here. Well, the last one turned a very long way late. It's just lacking the weight.
So, in the ladies' pairs, as we're progressing through this 9th end, BCG pairing, 9 versus the Wimmera, 3 after 8 ends. And the other match, the Ovens and Murray pairing, is 7 versus West Coast 3 after 7 ends.
Now, you know a little bit more about Steve Lyon than I do, apart from the fact that he's subbing in. Do you, or have I just made that up?
Not really. It's only
No.
been second-hand information. He, what I was told yesterday was that he played in the first ever Premier League premiership side with Moody Ponds with one and only Ian Ray King Ewing.
Well, that's good mail. That's very good.
And I just heard before that he also played with Essendon and Matty Flapper. Don't know whether there was a premiership there or not.
That's fantastic, Mel. That's more that in 10 seconds is more than anything a Tobre brought to the entire Vic Open.
I didn't even need a clipboard for that either.
All right, so Allen sort of turned the Westie bowl in for shot, which is now a 3. Frank on the run. Needs it up
tight.
there quicker. Might get the back one out. Oh, didn't even get that. Still 3. It might kill. Well, Josh, he sort of needs to get the shot bowl through it, though. If he gets Westies, there's no guarantee it kills.
No, he has to get Rippo's back edge,
Yeah.
maybe to that back corner then, and that's where Alan Drury's bowl's sort of coming now.
Yeah,
So
it's
good protection.
call. It's a good spot as well.
Frankie KRSLOVIC just regathers himself.
Unders again.
It's just under.
Back on this time. No, pretty much the exact same result.
No correction. You're probably wanting to add, but trying not to fatten it up.
Well, 6-shot lead, and they need to keep piling them in.
No, I'm not saying
You need a
necessarily
backhand
piling
draw
them
and
in,
beat
but
Westie at the backhand
but
on the high
that's
side.
yeah. You just don't
Rip
want
back.
anything that they can use to in that running space, or you just put another one down the back and make it even them's. Making second guess about having the run. Close here.
Oh, well, that
That-
changes things big time.
Probably not the runners on anymore.
What is on? Is there something better?
Backhand draw. There you go. Scar's giving us some updates too. Don't think it's done. It's Trouty. I shouldn't always use nicknames, but Trouty.
No, that's in this circumstance.
He
okay.
he can dead draw it now. Like there's a bit of space, but funny enough, I thought he'd play the other side. There seems
Use
to be
the bowls to sit on.
yeah. Anyway,
Hmm.
Trouty's won a state singles at a champion singles before, so he knows what he's doing.
Brady, come on! Come on, Brady! Right,
What a bowl! That is a bowl and a half.
Frankie, if he's going to draw a side knocker, can you move out of the way so we can see it, please?
I'll chalk it up in the game then.
Tell him, Westy. Did that come through on commentary? I just couldn't be bothered moving to go and ask. What a shot. What a shot, Josh.
It was an awesome shot.
Back knocker. It's on it as well. Dad's going to try and sit this one out.
Just high. They liked it halfway down.
Oh, yeah, it was in that zone, wasn't it? So you need less weight than that?
No,
Doesn't really
that
matter
was
if he
good
It
weight.
doesn't matter if he gets it.
You had to obviously make it give a little bit. Getting some love there, Sam.
How close is he getting?
You got to be careful here. You didn't
Doesn't
want
want
to
to
play a good
accidentally
one.
play it for him, right?
Brady, very close.
He's played it well.
What's he done here?
Played it very well.
Doesn't want to touch the jack. Wow, you're kidding. What is that? 2 shots.
We said he'd played the wrong hand, and he just drew 2. What a
You
shot!
did.
Ah, well,
All right, game on again. Joshy Boy, 9-5 after 9 ends. The men's fours final for 2025. That was quite good. One more meant to be giving scores.
Yeah.
On what?
Men's
singles?
singles.
Well, there's a few games still going, Josh.
We'll just rattle them out.
Well, what do I know off the top of my head? I know off the top of my head Cameron Keenan was the first man through to the
Quarterfinals.
with a very nice victory. What's happening next door? Nathan Lynch was up and about against Jeff Franz. It is now back to
19-11.
19-11.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lead, so still nice lead for Nathan. Let's just get it up on the app. That's ways to go 3. Peter Oram. Telling you about Pete last night. You didn't believe me. 21-12 currently against Tony Chiavello. Keeping in mind these games are first to 25. Brad Foote 19. Tommy Ristic 8. Brett Marnie has hit the lead only recently though, JT. 18-14 against Nathan Cook of Trafalgar. Tyson Cromie 19. Ron Barron from the Wimmera region 17. Close game
that's
there.
close.
Yep. Will Coleholt 21 over Glenn Scott 17 from Murray Mallee. Joshua, you know that man very well. And Brad Lancaster 14. Greg Podesta 10. That scoreline very
That's
close and low
enough a
scoring.
bit too.
Doesn't surprise me actually. That's a problem. Yeah, okay. You got to go with me. We've got the notes out the way. We're got plenty of room to move and happy days. How many ends do they play? That's 9 ends played of 15. David Rudge. So still a third of the game to go.
Over
Pretty
a
low
third.
scoring.
Let's get it right.
What if they don't play the last end?
That's a big if. Based on
Yeah,
Trouty's last 2 bowls,
math.
I think we definitely go on the full way.
Yep. Westy needs to run the trip. All right, tell me, because you've played out here this week already. I have not. As nice as it is it hard to really nail one on the jack? Because I've seen some heads that suggest it is hard, and then some others, like next door in the singles, that suggest it's not. That's a bad result in the ring next door, by the way.
No, I think it's just normal.
You were like, oh, I was on fire.
Well, it wasn't.
You were?
Oh, it was not bad.
Yeah. On fire.
No, I just think there's lines and you can play the right weight and you'll get shot. Can't understand it's a state fours final, Sammy. Maybe there's
Michael.
a little bit of nervousness and a little bit of uptightness where they may not be just bowling at
Who
the
did
fullest
Westy
potential.
tip to win this one?
Oh, thanks, Rocket.
Oh,
So I'll remember that one too.
there's a good humans only in the comments this afternoon.
There's a couple good humans. He's not one of them.
Oh, whoa. Toucher for 4, so they must be only holding 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I reckon the short bowl of Stevie Lyons, the Western Bulldogs colour bowl's second shot, Sammy. If it's not, it's third. I don't reckon it's
Chance
turning
to
as
maybe
much
draw another.
back that way, Sammy, if that makes sense, the way
Yeah.
they're going on that hand. It's a fraction tighter.
Picked out early, Frank. The choice of forehand or backhand to draw a shot here. Was already lined up on the mat to go forehand.
Got
They're
his
on
own
the
to run
way in.
into.
Giving it some chance, serving it down to the shot bowl, Joshy. Turn it down.
Probably takes the danger away. if
Well,
it's-
yeah, no, it splits everything that was at sort of 2 feet past. Oh, it's close for the shot now. Paddles indicating that. What's he called him?
What?
What do you call them then? Tennis balls? What's happening here? Time for a double change in commentary already, is it?
They were a little narrower than everybody else's bowls yesterday in their rink.
No change, so close between the two. The two bowls past the jack, is it? From the screen, it looks like it's Westy easy, but Paddles wasn't super duper keen.
Well, because he did tip it. Frankie did tip that bowl a little bit, so maybe it has changed it. Could have even brought the short one in.
Trouty lining up forehand, as we said, their own on the way in. Doesn't look a mile off, Josh. Any connection?
Right ball, Trouty.
Did well. I reckon his zone has actually run up for second, for 2, hasn't it?
Easily 2, I reckon. Yeah. And paddler Sue Howes indicates 2 shots.
Paddles file that down on the draw, try and sit the ball
I
with
reckon,
jack off,
because
shot
if
bowl.
he turns the jack, it's to them as well. They've got the next 3 in that corner. White bowl, Rippo's bowl, yellow bowl, Valenjury's. On the right trajectory, Sammy.
Oh, big chances here. Needs to
It's
miss
got
the
to hang
front.
out.
Can get a slide. Oh, well, there you go. It's all about the good speed. Don't apologise for that. If he missed that, he's on the jack for a few. No.
It was good speed. You did make one correct statement.
No, and Trouty has the chance still to sit this out to make 3 or 4 himself.
Mm.
What if he just wet the bowl?
No.
Same as his last?
I think so. You just play that just getting there. Wait.
If it's any closer, let Frank call it in. Or let Trouty call it.
So he's got too much weight. Still control it for 3 or 4. It's not... I was going to say there's no guarantee. It'd be tight. Turn the pink ball over and you could give shot away, but he can just play that similar way he just played and get the jack moving a foot.
Wouldn't be too worried about that if you're trying to make 3 or 4.
This is the theory. You just try and add, you draw it, and then if you happen to touch it, there's
Touch
a
a
bonus.
bonus.
Yep. That's the mentality, I
All
reckon.
right, how's he going? Jolite with the last attempt. It's not holding to the jack.
Doesn't want to turn the pink.
JT, you've called this early. Well, Josh, you must be from the future. Interesting developments here at Bendigo East. 9-6, 10 hands played on 15. What a strange old finish to that end.
He'd probably want that end back, Brad Pavey.
Well, he turned, what did he turn? 2 down into 1 up.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit fortunate.
But when you get fortunate, you don't want to give them away again.
It's also true.
So now we're into the final third.
Oh. Come on. There's a couple of women's pairs semi-finals going on down on B Green.
I'm just going to give it a little refresh. Well, one looks like it's pretty much over based off the score. It's not over, but BCG is 17 to Wimmera 3, and they've played 10 ends. And Ovens and Murray's 8 playing West Coast 3 after 8 ends. And you can check all the live scoring at yourself from home, just getting onto Bowls Link.
Don't worry about going into each game. Just get the live button up
and then
the top.
hit the. I was just about to say hit the live tab, and it'll show you all the matches in that event.
Every game at once, or more.
You taught Ray King something about that, didn't you?
I did. It's not the first thing I've taught him, and won't be the last.
He's got a lot to learn.
Taught him how to bowl during the season. How'd you go for the wickers this season? Did you talk about that earlier or not?
What?
Did you talk wickers?
No. Why would we talk them? I didn't. I was their permit player that didn't play a game for
Didn't
them.
play a game. Still got your match payments though, didn't you?
I've still got my shirt from last year. Good match payments.
Alright, well, nothing much happening here after the lead bowl, so we better do a quick run around of the men's singles games. There's only one that's completed so far. Peter Oram 23-12 over Tony Chiavello. Brad at Foot 19, Tommy Ristic 10. Nathan Lynch 21, Jeff Rance 12. Brett Marnie 18, Nathan Cook 16. That's a good game. Tyson Cromie 23, Ron Barron from Warwick Nabil 20. Kyle Hole has just picked up a 3 to defeat Glenn Scott 25-18. And Brad Lancaster, who we saw earlier in the Champs, leading Greg Podesta 17-10. Up to 8 in the men's singles last 16. Not sure. Ethan Miller saying, we'll get me a permit this year. I'm not sure that's going to be able to work. Joshy just adjusting himself. Oh, you got something to say? Go.
I was going to say, you don't want it at the wickers, Sammy. Don't fit our culture.
Oh, I'll leave what I was going to say for dinner time.
This will be good.
Secretly record and play it back first thing tomorrow.
This is what Sammy said, everybody, at dinner.
Yeah. Michael.
Still got to stop.
Going. Still going.
See that part of the
Still
green
going.
there? It's just a little bit dry, Sammy.
Yes.
I reckon runs on an extra fraction there. The great man, Frank KRSLOVIC.
They're holding 2. They've won the last... Have they won the last couple of ones? Yes, they have. Of course they have. There we've Trouty's last 2 bowls coming this way. What's Frank doing here?
Just drawing shots.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
He's got the old fist pump out too.
Very happy camper at the moment. Why wouldn't you be? Ocean Grove need another bowl somewhere in the head. They don't have it yet. Same bowl? Gotta be.
Why not? Just don't give it away.
Paddle's more interested in this, asking if it's a run.
It's a fair bowl, this.
He might have drawn the shot with a clear road. Oh, just crashes the shot pole.
What's that
Good
do for
second,
angles?
Good second.
Good angles, actually. They got 4 bowls behind the head.
Yeah, all the way past. Mornington boys are the very best back.
But they've probably got second and third too, which means he could take a chance and try and clip shot bowl out clean.
That would be a good shot and a good result, yes.
And he knows that he's got back stuff to protect him if it does go back.
The man known as Trouty gets first crack at it on the forehand.
Well, he just played 2 absolute bombs this way last time. Why not repeat? Not with that one though. I reckon he's going to look at it first.
Paddle searching for the shot bowl. JT needs to give. Takes one of their,
So now he may not be
their
able to
seconds
be
or
as
their thirds
adventurous
at
now that
the
he's
head.
taken his
Yeah.
other one out. Yeah, for me, I'm trying to draw another one.
I don't know if Paddles can really afford to go. Can he get his clip his own out without actually getting the shot bowl and the jack at the same time?
Yeah, but they've probably got the next 1, 2. It could be the next 3 down after those 2.
Still on the forehand.
He's. This is just.
Thrown another one in the pretty much the same area. Plenty there. Paddle's going to back himself to draw a shot.
I think that's all he can do. I'd still be wearing one down.
One
at
down,
worst
not
case.
horrific.
Yep. You're still in front. You're still 2 in front with 4 to play. And who knows, he might get it.
Oh, flat drop it on the back end.
That's wide side, Sammy. I think he's quick though.
Frankie calling it just like it's a game of pennant on a Saturday afternoon. It almost is. It's Friday afternoon. Fair afternoon for it as well. And the Mornington Peninsula.
I'd argue his
4 up on the
call's
last
wrong
3
one to
ends.
Rosebud because there's a guy from Balnarring playing second in the rig.
Well, originally was it
I'm
Rosebud?
just saying.
Maybe
I'm
he's trying to get
just-
maybe he's trying to get a sneaky off-season transfer done. The old Rosebud rig next time round.
It's definitely an all Ocean Grove rig.
Spotted the Nationals on the line here, JT.
Look, I'm fully aware.
Oh, well, you've been before, have you?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Here he goes.
Oh, you brought it up. I just delivered.
Around the grounds.
Women's pairs. I'll give you that first. BCG 20-3 after 11 ends against Wimmera.
Wow.
And Ovens and Murray 12-3 after 9 ends against West Coast.
Women's pairs final on live stream tomorrow morning, starting approximately, that's a good word, approx 9:30 a.m.
Prox 9:30.
Approx 9:30.
Hey, Mick. Hope you're going well. You know the answer to that, Mick. You know why I'm not playing.
Does he actually know the answer?
He does know the answer.
On you, Mick. Men's singles, Pete Oram through to the quarterfinals with a 25-12 win over Tony Chiavello. As we said, Tice Cromie through... No, we didn't say. Well, he's through now. 25 shots to 20 against Ron Barron. Fair game, that. What else have we got? Brad Foot, 20. Tom Ristic, 11. Nathan Lynch, 21-15 over Jeff France.
Franzi's holding 3 at the moment too.
Nathan Cook had hit the front. 19-18, but now trails again, 22-19. Their set of opening shots by Craig Rippon.
That's Craig Rippon. I know.
And Brad Lancaster, 21-10. Lead over Craig Podesta. Those are a round of 16 games in the men's singles. I feel like it's down to the front end here. I feel like Rippo can do this for the last few ends and Westy can go with. They'll be right.
Fair bowl by Stevie Lyon.
Or not. What a shot. Didn't quite catch if that was one up or one down there, Pat.
I didn't see it that up
good call.
myself, but let's just say it's close.
Continue building the head. Can sit that down. What's happening there, Josh? Lyric next door.
Well, I think Jeffrey Franz, my mate Franzi,
Who's
just got a 4.
11 down, has picked up, I think, a 3 and then a 4, and it's now 21-19.
It is tight and right up.
Just looking for another one in the head. The Ocean Grove 4. Doesn't mind it out of the hand, Michael. He's going walkabouts.
That's Westy's walking though on the green. He goes
Where's
that
he
way, then he
going?
goes that way.
Asking to hurry.
Still
Far off.
1 to the Ocean Grove team.
He's turning it more than once.
Oh,
Oh, what a shot. Wow.
great bowl, Frankie.
Turned it a lot more than one roll, but that'll do the job for a couple.
Alan Drury's not far away either. Is he going to hang on, Sammy?
Nice
It's the
speed.
right speed for a bit of jack
There's
movement,
a
eh?
few thereabouts just past the shot poles. Frank back to the draw. Gonna go and have a look. What do you reckon? Dead draw?
Oh, he doesn't want to make it fatter though.
What can he turn down to try and make it a bit better for him? His own on the backhand and get to Rippos?
Yeah, I think
Just passes
that's
high.
a good call, that Sammy.
Turns the shot bowl away from the jack and hangs on to make a couple. They've won the last 3 ends.
The other option, Sammy, is you play forehand, try and draw another. And because of that short bowl of Steve's that's about 2 foot out, it kind of protects you from making it fatter, if that makes sense. And you know it's going to turn under Westies with the right weight.
I guess same thing even if he was high and missed a round Westy with a good speed. It's all coming to okay spots.
Oh, it's on the forehand.
Well, he's not a round Westy.
No, it's not even around Steve's. Jeez, he's lucky he wasn't another yard or so quick because he could have did some damage there. I like the idea of same sort of shot, just being a fraction wider for Alan Drury. He could, as Brad Pavey indicated, he could play firmer and he'd get the inside edge and get them both too, couldn't he?
He got, like
Frank's
obviously that's the ideal
first.
result. Even if he gets one of them right out of the head, it's one of the few.
Well, I don't think you're getting the back one of Steve's unless you're getting the jack first, though. That'd be really...
Turn half Frankie out of there if he's wide of the jack. Like if he doesn't play enough and get back to the other one.
Nathan Lynch got 2 next door semi, so he's now 23-19 in front. Rightio, Alan Drury.
They're interested.
It's not far. Oh, he made 3 out of that. Just got enough of it, Sammy. Big jump there by Brad Pavey.
Nice white to give himself a few chances. Turns 2 down into, we're saying 3?
I reckon it's 3.
Paid as 3. Ready with
Based on the way
work to do.
Trout he can draw, there's enough room for him to do it. Let's have a look here. Not convinced it's get there, Sammy.
Jeez, yeah, you're right in the end. You're right. It's not a bad side up. Brad Pavey now with potentially a chance to add a 3rd, if not a 4th.
And you're better off playing it tight if you're playing the forehand, because you can turn your own up better than that than turning the pink. That's just the wing bowl. The track's all right, isn't it, Sammy? Speed's looking all right too, I reckon.
It's going to get past Westy and it's all good. In.
Full.
Oh, well, 4 turns Westy's out then. Might be 3-3. Will he draw it?
Got to.
No, I know. No, he'll attempt to draw it, but will he draw
Oh.
these shot?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, Sam.
Yeah, were the last couple of times. It's a tough shot. See the flag in the top left-hand corner there. Just coming across the green.
Rightio.
Going to
Let's
the
have a look.
left-hand side.
He's definitely better. He could be going though, Sammy.
He has to hit something, doesn't he, Josh? It's not a bad attempt.
3 still, you reckon?
Closer to 3, it went turns 4. 4. 4 or 3 or 4. You make your own.
3.
Plays the same. He's in. So he's going to play this on the back end? It's not a danger. He just must be about worried.
Just don't overplay
Just
it.
accidentally overly playing and getting
Yep.
on the end of the jack.
2
right?
ways. That or turn the pink up for 2. Plays the same pole. No, he's not wide, so that's a good part for him. Speed's looking all right, isn't it, Sammy? Oh, no, just lacked a little bit.
Oh, it's a free hit at an important stage of the game. See what it is. I think the boys liked it for at least 3. What a big shot by Alan Drury to get the Jackie out of the open with his last bowl there.
We did call it, however, Sam. We thought it was a good shot.
There you go. 3 badge, so 12-7. 3 ends remaining. Joshua,
3 badge.
do you get a badge for 3 these days?
It's the only way you can get one.
Oh! Pew pew! See if Craig Ripping can jump back on here. Important end. Must-win end for Mornington Peninsula, I think here, Josh. That might be stating the obvious.
Yeah, if they drop ones, chasing 6 and 2 ends is a tough gig.
Can't be more than 5 down, up and back, I don't think.
I have seen stranger things, but
Team Mornington have picked up 5 ones and 1 2. The 6 ends that they've won.
so Jeff Franz next door got a 2, so it's now 23-21.
Love a close singles game.
Brad Foote is 22-12 up against Tommy Ristic.
Who put the 23-21 on the ring next door? That's genius. I'll give you a score. Brett Marnie was again down 23-22. Has hit the lead again. 24-23. It's Nathan Cook from Traff. Brad Lancaster leading 21-12 down there against Greg Podesta. Played for a spot in the last 8 quarterfinals, the men's singles.
The Ovens and Murray team in the ladies' pairs semi-final 17-3 up after 10.
Oof.
And the BCG pairing is 20-4 up after 12 ends. Against Wimmera. All right, Westie's out in the high line.
All down to the speed. I don't think he's got the rotations. Enough to be in for 2.
Still plenty of room though for second shot, Sammy.
Back Westie to make a correction.
We actually probably could be potentially playing the last bowl next door, Sammy, as Jeff Friend's down to 2 at the moment.
No, you are. Good eye of that. Westie, no speed again. Okay. So after picking up a 3, the Grovers haven't really set their head up good after their first 4 bowls.
That might have got the second shot.
Yeah, I think he saves the game for now. Nathan Lynch still with last bowl in the end. Frenzy go to shake hands then?
He picked the bat up. He thought he was too down still.
She's got to have the right pace here. How are we looking for angles, Joshua? Pace is good. Oh,
that's
turn
good.
their own. How far does it turn it?
Nearly 10 for shot.
Might have.
And Nathan Lynchwood does win the game next door. 25-21. Stephen, yeah, Steph Hunt is currently getting beaten 17-3 at the moment.
1 down, Joshy. They got nothing really past the jack apart from the one in the
Yeah,
head.
it's not a good shaped head now for Mornington Peninsula. It can actually
Must need a bit of a 2-bolt play, try and get something past first.
What is Frankie playing here? Backhand narrow. It's no good if it doesn't stay on the rink.
That's going out.
Think we just got it, mate. Weight's really good. Turn Westing and sit that one. Any movement of Jack is good.
Still got a nice shot on here.
No, and he's not far away. He is awfully close. He might even get the shot bowl yet, Sammy.
What a shot, mate.
Huge last 3 bowls.
Oh,
Going back the other way, turn the 2 down into 3 up.
yep. And sits that bowl for 2 or 3.
Nothing in the
2.
head, turns Westy up to make 1, and then sits it out for, what is it, 2? 2 and a look.
I'm back in 2.
All right, 2 and a look. What did he do if you're Frank now? He's still got 1 to
I
play.
reckon if I know Frank, and
They just
whether
need to win
whether
the
he
end.
listens to Trouty or not, he's going to ping at this.
Is that the right shot, or you just think that's what's going to happen?
I just think that's what's going to happen. I'm not. It's probably the right shot too, to be honest.
No way to draw a shot.
Oh, you could draw a shot, but I mean,
Low percentage.
you get something out of the way too. Get some of the short stuff. Unless you think you can dead draw it around Westies, which, I mean, it can happen, but it's just... Fire one up there and see what happens, I reckon. Is it like a... Well, it was, but it was just a poorly executed one, wasn't it?
Sort of a bit of an in-betweener.
No. Frankie probably doesn't play that much quicker. If I'm the Groves guys, I'm actually loving the way this head's shaped at the moment, to be
Stay
honest.
away from that, surely.
You're probably drawing another one, but high on the backhand. And make sure it's behind Jack Eye.
Yeah. Past Westy will pay enough. Either side.
Well, that's probably all right too, because it... Oh,
You can see behind there. Does it increase? Is there a target that side of the head to run forehand?
kind of the plan going the two Bulldogs bowls. He could maybe get to the blue bowl of Paddles' last one and screw sideways in. It's not high percentage, but it kind of closes some holes.
Yeah, final just about on the line now all of a sudden, isn't it? Can't do a number here. Five down, up and back after this. And at least 3 down to the head.
Oh, it's probably a dream result. Them only being 1 down after that.
Is it ever? They still hold shot. Paddles misses out. I reckon the Peninsula boys nearly have the next 2.
Correct. I'm seeing that already. But he just played a good draw shot. No reason why he can't play another.
True.
If he actually happens to trail it, not that he's going to try and trail it, it actually makes it really good.
There's the hurry.
Not there.
Or does he get in an annoying spot?
Nope.
There you go. Bowl's worth a couple.
It's the right call from Frankie.
There's a looking from behind the head.
No, it's clear access to the white bowl. Looks wide out of the hand. Oh, there it is.
Wasn't miles away. Ocean Grove pick up the end. It's just a 1 there. Still a chance. It's 13-7. 2 ends to play in the men's fours final. So, what's the year these days? 2025. Couple other men's singles games being completed. It's a round of 16 this afternoon. Brett Marnie and Nathan Cook, an all-time game. Brett Marnie, as he so often does, finds a way. 25-23 win over Nathan Cook. As we mentioned, Nathan Lynch, 25-21 winner.
Surprised we didn't hear him then.
Yes, correct. Brad Foote also through. And Brad Lancaster won away, 24-12 up against Greg Podesta.
Now the game between BCG and Wimmera,
All done.
ladies pair semi, all done, 21-4 in favour of Marilyn Stevenson and Olivia Cartwright. So they will be playing in a state pairs final tomorrow morning. And at this stage, it's looking likely that it's the Ovens and Murray pairing of Mary Patton and Peter Mattis. They're currently leading 17-5. So they're 12 in front with 4 to play. In front of Maureen Drennan and Steph Hunt.
Well, they didn't win the last end, Peninsula. They could only afford to drop a 1. A genuine chance of winning it. Now they can't afford another 1 down. Have to win the end.
Sammy, there's a question here for you. Has the Australian Indoor Qualifiers dates been announced yet for Victoria?
There are dates, yes.
They're on the calendar, aren't they? Or?
They're in the events calendar. Yeah. Get them for you right away.
Thanks, Sam. About time you did something.
Okay. Depends who's the question coming from, though.
It's just a question, mate.
All right.
That's all you need to know.
From you.
It's not from me. I ain't playing
When
it.
did you last play indoors?
Last time I played in it, I actually qualified.
Why do I ask?
Yeah, you just walked into that one too.
Yeah, as I so often do. Indoor qualifying will be the last weekend of May. So Saturday the 31st of May and 1st of June.
Sorry.
Locations TBC. Did you not put in the score?
No, I didn't put in the ends. I forgot about that part.
It's 13 ends. You just put in 12?
No, I put in 13 now. I hadn't touched it at all.
Shot ball coming in. What do they need, realistically? A 2?
2 at a minimum,
2
but
or
I'm
more?
saying 3.
Yeah, you're probably right.
One real close one for the Geelong Bowls region team here. We'll probably nearly close it down very quickly though, Sammy.
Yeah, you would think so, and it's not as if Peninsula have a heap sort of around there.
No,
It's all
like-
a bit spread out.
If Alan Drury plays another bomb like he's played for the last 2 ends, could shut it right down.
Asking for it to run. No speed.
It's probably 2 feet.
I don't think that stopped in time either. It's still 1, isn't it?
I reckon it is.
Strange old end. Chance for either to draw a shot. Just has to have better speed. Track was good.
Gee.
What is going on here?
Make a hero out of yourself, Frankie.
I think he has to draw for 2 here.
quick again.
Same bowl. Is there a trail of the jack on?
Kinda.
Fair way
And if you
away.
get edgy, you're probably getting Western Bulldogs bowl in the count still,
Have to get
and
it
the other two.
perfect though, really, don't you?
I reckon Brad Pavey draw shotty.
I'll second that. Fraction quick out of the
He is
hand,
quick.
Mr. Reaction. Well done, Nathan. So trail on or not?
Yeah, if you get it to there, you've got 4. Maybe, nah. Look, it's one of those ones we said before, Sammy. You're just drawing it, and if you happen to touch it, that's a bonus.
Draws 2 and ends up getting a cheeky 3. It'd be interesting. No real reaction from the players. I think the pace is okay. Is he getting a clear run or not?
Scanning.
He is.
There's
There's
2.
2.
Still room.
I don't think there's any reason to change apart from the fact it's now 2, is there? Correct on his own.
Good call. I like that.
Love
Fix,
that.
fix your weight. You draw it, it's game over.
Backing himself to make the correction to draw the shot.
Quick. Well, probably takes the trail out though.
Yeah, it does. So this is going to be a draw for 3 now. Holding 2.
I can't see because Rippo's in the way on my camera.
I think it's got more revolutions on it. Might be enough though. Falls. Well, find out. It's at least 2.
3.
3.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
Game on again.
Probably the number if you're going to need it minimum.
I think that's what you said.
I did, you know, but you know.
As per.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
What do they go with? Something really extreme? Or somewhere do they give themselves a chance to kill it if they need to?
So
Does that come into
that's
it at
what
any
I'm
point?
thinking about. I'm either leaving the jack middle or short so they can kill it if you need to restart.
Just an extra option. Last game of the day in. I was trying to say it before I was rudely interrupted.
Was quite important what I was trying to tell
By,
you though.
by what was happening elsewhere. Last game of the day, and there's
Got a good little congregation of people
good
around the
crowd
green.
in the corner, yes.
Use the right word, a congregation.
Wow. Many vowels.
Sorry, it's a bit too intelligent for you or what?
Here he goes. Can't even spell intelligent.
Josh, that's how you spell it. Again, or Ocean Grove would be looking for a nice close one early.
Yes, just to calm things down.
Mm-hmm. I love how you stand and right in front of the jack for me, Sammy, but
Oh, you
anyway.
want to see what's happening?
It's all right, mate. No one's shot yet.
I'll go on and stand on the green.
We need a roving mic and headset.
Wireless.
Oh, yeah, mate. How good would it be just walking out into the green right now? And
Just
just
go on and stand next to paddles.
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with that? Innovation in our sport, mate.
Maybe on the green. Anthony Hudson doesn't walk into the middle of the EG, does he?
Tries to. Thinks he does.
Better here or still going?
Still quick. Second.
Need a 3 to force an extra end. They hold one after the lead battle.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Oh, this will be good again.
Mickey West to draw one. This end.
Yeah, yeah. Like it.
He's Stewie due right now.
Stewie overdue.
Still nothing really close yet.
Well, there's 2.
But still, you'd be confident one of your teammates is going to draw one here.
JT has called Michael West to draw a shot when they need it most. Josh.
Come on, mate.
Front. Nose up.
Just call me Nostradamus.
Can tip. Can play. Still a few bowls to count.
Oh, of course, it's not over. I'm not saying it is. Yep. Good call. Confident draw.
I feel like they needed that last bowl potentially to be in the game. Gives me here a free run to just draw another. Done it again.
It's a fraction over, but it's still not bad though. You're not anti it, are you?
Nah. Right, I've seen this a few times in a few close games down at the Vic Open, is that it gets to this stage of a game and the team that needs the number goes chasing potentially a little bit too early in the end rather than keep trying to build it up. Like if Frank draws 2 really close here, it gives Trouty maybe a chance. Like you start playing weight here, you
Probably.
sort of I don't know if it's panicking or what it is, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Frankie's overplayed it.
Right, so now they lose that bowl. Oh, well, it's
Well.
actually... then they got the next 3.
What do we know?
Oops.
Yeah, I'd even argue that it's not shaped well enough to even try and hit it and kill yet either. Like, if he draws one jack high or close to jack high backhand, he might create the angles to kill it anyway if they do need to go down that part. It's very hard to kill it otherwise. You're sort of playing a little forehand swing and hoping you get it into the back corner. Alan Drury just wants another one roundabouts. I think he's quick, Sammy.
Might touch jack. Oh, missed it.
Sits at it's good. Yeah. All right. They're not getting the 3 behind anywhere though, Sammy. So it's either you try and draw a couple seconds and hope to peel it out for 3, or you're trying to get the kill now. I think we're running. Hunting with the yard's not going to do a thing any good because it's all Geelong West. That's not Geelong West, Ocean Grove boys.
Geelong West.
Oh, that's just because Mickey West I used to play in the Geelong West team together. Jeez, I've let one slip there. If you're going to play forehand, it's not enough weight to get it in the back corner out of bounds. Or
I think Frank likes trying to just land the bowl and stay on the backhand.
he could do it, and if he got the white bowl through it and brought it back to Joey Turner's bowl back here, he maybe got a sniff.
Maybe that weight, if he flicks it off clean, he's running away from the head with that weight still. Probably doesn't stay there, right? You have to get perfect connection with a perfect speed to sit and stay.
It's reasonably firm. Well, it's Frankie firm anyway. It's not terrible.
Get it! Get it out!
That's about as good as he could have played it. Shot bowl goes, replaces it for...
Yeah, but Alan Drury's
what?
got for one, because Alan Drury's bowl's second shot still. I think Frankie thought he had three. Good bowl. It was a good bowl.
He's seen Trouty draw earlier on in this game on this forehand and draw two inside that for three.
Trouty. Alan Drury has to drop about a yard on his last.
Looks quick. Oh, it's good. Needs to stop.
Oh.
It was quick. There you go. All right. Trouty must draw with his first. Holding one. Need three for the extra end. Couldn't have an extra end in the first bowl and it would be streamed, surely.
Well, that's all it can be at this stage. That's the best result for Mornington Peninsula. I can't see him hitting four and winning the game. Is he playing the forehand?
Yep.
The old trusty forehand. It has to count, Sammy.
Doesn't have to be near the jack. It just has to be the front bowls. Is nearly close enough.
But it has to count.
Oh, I tell you what. How's the line? Because the pace is okay.
Oh, there's two. What hand are you playing, Sammy? Are you playing backhand just to beat the pink?
Literally whatever you're confident with now. See the last two draw attempts on the forehand from the other boys. Maybe follow them down. Backhand he can sit the last.
Just playing backhand.
Like that, gives himself a chance to sit the bowl.
If
as
he
well.
overplays it, yeah. It's not terrible, Sammy.
Needs to hit something, Josh. Might hit the shot bowl. Halves it and runs away. How are we all going?
Is anyone nervous yet?
Yeah. That's what nearly happened yesterday in the round of 16.
Don't remind me.
All right. Two. Trouty still has to draw it. If he doesn't, game over.
I'm backing him to draw it, Sammy. I am backing him to draw it.
Player's reaction will be a fair indicated, and he's trotting after it.
Not there. Not there. Was it good enough?
It got there, I think. I think it got there for three. Now what for paddles?
Just draw a shot. Drop a yard in your last.
Even if it's close for the third,
You just draw it.
she'll draw a shot anyway.
Drop a yard in your last.
Mickey West has a pretty good eye for these things, and he's confident that it is 3.
Just draw a shot. There's no danger in it. Draw a shot.
Nah.
You win the game. Draw a second shot. You win the game. He did it yesterday.
Needs to back it off a metre. Just has to beat the front. Back him to draw this. Just has to land one of these, Joshy. Just has to land one of them. Doesn't. Goes through the gap. Goes through the gap.
Bit of tension here.
Is there what? Extra end time, Joshy. We've got to talk a bit to save the boys out there. Put it in the scoreboard. I hope the scoreboard goes up to a 16th end. We're going to need it. 13 all after 15 ends. Wow!
We're going to an extra end.
Alrighty. What do you reckon? Matt up. Jack in the hole? You would.
I'm just getting caught up here.
Jack in the pit?
No.
Why not?
Got to flip a coin first. Who won it?
Oh. Not sure.
Is Frank gone? Where's he gone?
Where's he gone?
She's just taken off. What a game.
What a game,
Hang on,
absolutely.
has it updated yet? Oh, no, it hasn't updated. What's going on here? I hit 3. Enter. Now we're at 13 all.
6 light with 2 to play. They've picked up 2 threes to force the extra. Rosebud Beach have won the toss and given away the mats.
It's all happening.
Bowl.
It is all happening. Rightio. Care to make a prediction here? How's Rippo?
Do I care to make a prediction? I'm predicting that the last bowl will win the game.
Ooh.
The last bowl lies with Mornington Peninsula. I feel like they're playing the wrong direction, Josh.
Roving mic and headset. You'll be walking down there.
Don't be all thumbs up for it. No. Do something.
Weren't we going to put a somewhere I was going recently was going to put a lapel mic on me
This sounds dangerous.
during the live stream. Rightio. Craig Rippon wants 2 feet on his last.
Closer.
2 feet on his last.
Oh, this is handy. Shot.
Right, Joey Turner. Not quite.
Gets a second shot. First bowl was in the game, but well past the jack, but that's okay for now.
Right, still the winning shot has not been played yet, Sammy. Still hasn't been played. Good speed by Mickey West. All right. Stevie Lyon, what's he going to do?
Doesn't have to get shot. Just keep building it up.
No, you need shot.
Oh, okay. Front noser. It's an extra end. You got to do Cohen.
I
Put one
mind that
inside
front,
the
I wouldn't
jack.
mind that front noser.
How's he gone?
It's not far away.
How's he gone?
It's going to slide through a little bit.
Oh, Stevie Lyon. What a
It's probably
shot.
shot
Yes, yes, okay.
1 to Mornington Peninsula.
Westy with all-time speed. What do you reckon?
He's out there again. I don't think he's getting back from there.
He might be a little quicker as well.
Still, you'd be not hating that because it's something you could use potentially down the end.
Same bowl for Stevie Lyon, who is a substitute player by the weight. Get on the end of the jack. Give it a chance with the speed again.
This is close.
Has he done it?
This is close.
Getting on the jack.
This is close.
Oh, he has. Steve Lyon gets the jack. Makes the 2. If for whatever reason you're only just joining us, this is an extra end of the men's fours final. Ocean Grove led by 6 with 2 ends to play. Wellington boys have picked up 2 threes. Now hole 2.
There's no doubt Alan Drury's arriving. It's probably 2 feet, a yard. He's given it a chance. Try and land the bowls or get the jack movement, Sammy.
Yep.
Could even be 2 yards.
See in the last 30, he's played quite a few telling bowls in this game already. One of them when they were down going back this direction earlier in the game.
I'm not hating it out of the hand.
Not short.
Rippo's just got him away though.
So changing things up.
Just going to miss on the high side.
If he gets it with that speed with the jack, is the jack getting out to Mickey West?
Could do.
Outside there?
Could do. I still think I'm trying to beat them to it, Sammy. If I'm
But just,
Trady and Frank,
just on the draw?
yeah, like a foot of weight. You turn it first and you turn it back behind those Western Bulldogs bowls. It's going to be hard to get at then.
Is that what they are? They're actually Western
I
Bulldogs.
don't know, but they're Western Bulldogs colours, mate. I just... Doesn't matter what the logo is.
See what they decide to do. They've got last bowl. Still 4 left to play. Frank got his forehand. and
Covering down the back. It's a long way down the back.
Paddle's asking for a fraction less. Alan Drury, second bowl at the end. Don't like it.
It's toss. I think it's turning out.
Doesn't want to flick anything in the way. Well, that is theirs on the way in. I don't think that makes it any easier from where I'm sitting.
It's harder to get to the jack now. You're probably more getting through the bowl. I think there's going to be a lot of weight now.
So they need another one thereabouts still. Where's he getting to?
He's trying to get to where actually Trouty asked him to get to, and he hasn't done a bad job. Probably 18 inches a bit too far.
Probably already sort of had one there. If he
Yeah,
was further, sort of less out towards Westies, was
Yeah,
okay,
that's where he
wasn't it?
wanted. I think Brad Pavey's got to play weight here.
Can he see the shot bowls?
Can. But I think you're getting him through. I still think you're getting it through Rippo's bowl. And at the very least, if you get Rippo's bowl, it's a chance of getting it out of the way and giving you a better chance for the next.
Extra end of the men's fours final. Brad Pavey faces 2 down. First bowl of the end.
Forehand, mate. Gonna have to have a lot of luck here. Oh, it's probably made it worse, to be honest. It's kind of blocked a couple of the holes up, Sammy. They've got the next 3 though, so if somehow it gets...
Sort of like I'm more of a target across the hit, but the angles don't look real great, do they?
No.
If he stays on there, it would have been an extra option for him as well to run the jack if he needs to play his last bolt.
He's still got to try and hit.
Grovers probably can't quite believe the situation they're in, given what the score and the stage of the game was half an hour ago.
I'm still staggered, to be honest.
Best result, Josh?
He's running forehand. Probably just missing his and getting Craig Rippon's white speckly bowl, and it's maybe just getting the other two. Are we having some buffering issues right now? Great timing.
Stick with it. We won't miss much because, as you'd expect, the boys are having a good long chat about it. As I say that, Paddle has made up his mind. I think he's trying to draw the shot.
Whew. Let's see.
Forehand runner, backhand dead draw.
Yeah, it's backhand, Sammy. I reckon you're right. Well, if he gets it, it'll bring the house down. And there we have it. The Mornington Peninsula boys are our 2025 Victorian State Falls champions. Big congratulations to Joey Turner, Steve Lyons, Frank KRSLOVIC and Paul TWYEROULD. What a match, Sammy. Extra
wow,
and...
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. Big thank you to our partners in Bendigo City Council, Bendigo East Bowling Club, our streaming partners in Moama and Dandenong. That'll be it for today. Everybody joining in from home. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:30, for the women's pairs finals. We're out.
Nice one.